Hello ladies and gentlemen, Luffy Murdoch here, and here's to do One Piece video. Apparently Ichiro thinks the series is near. On a TV program in Japan, he said recently that the manga will end around 100 chapters, something on the sort of them lines. And yeah, we'll be discussing whether or not we think maybe it's 10 fibs, sorry, trips. Maybe he's telling fibs, or he's lying, or he's trolling us. But we'll discuss it later. I won't get too worried because it may sound like pretty like, but not, I mean bad as in because we want it to last longer, obviously. I feel like I haven't even properly adjusted to the series yet, and I've been reading it for like 3 years. Finally, we got recently caught up like mid last year, so yeah. um, So yeah, but as you may, or as I think a lot of you guys and me, including myself personally, like we want this to at least. I think it could last at least another 6 years. I do apologise for the unprofessionalism, but yeah, enough yapping around. Let's get to it. So he said 100 or up to 100, over just over 100 volumes. Now, what we need to consider first is the three arcs. The first one, the current arc, Wano Country, which is supposed to be more grandiose, more better, like the bear version of Marine Fords. I don't think this is the war that Giordi was talking about like years ago. I'm not really sure if it's this or unless it's until they find the One Piece. But I'm not really 100% sure, to honest, yeah. But we'll find out with me. And Marine Ford was 30 chapters. Now this is obviously going to be a lot longer. There's a lot to discuss, a lot more to find out, and that sort of thing. Considering we have like Kaido and Big Mum coming to Wano Country and that sort of thing. Um, so yeah. Now, with other things we have to consider as like all the other arcs to see how long they were. As you know, the Dressrosa arc was over 100 chapters, or exactly 101 chapters, 70 volumes 70 to 80, so 100 volumes. Yeah, I mean it's 10 volumes. Sorry. The recent one, the Whole Cake Island arc, 825. That's 570. 5 75 77 chapters of the Whole Cake Island arc, and there was a lot of arcs going into one sort of thing, if you know what I mean. And yeah, and obviously we don't know how long this is going to last, but it's on Act 2, and I can't remember what. I'm going to have a quick guess, a quick unsophisticated guess, but like I don't know. It could possibly. I think if I had to guess, like if we wanted to find out everything, I would say like a good like 60 more chapters. I mean, we're like 10, 15 chapters in, but I think like 10, no, 50, 60 chapters more, or maybe 70. I don't know. You decide in the comments. Tell me what you think. But 70 chapters, possibly, or 80, or whatever. Just tell. Let's just go. Let's go. So we go with 70 to be positive, at least. A bit more realistic. Or yeah, 70. That's a bit more of a realistic approach to it, considering we're like 15 chapters in already. But, oh no, 20 chapters actually. But yeah, so we've got 7. Yeah, that will actually work out pretty well. So yeah, these considering these for lasted long, we've got Elfdam, we've got Raftel and Elfbar. We don't know how long we got to do that, and also we don't know what the Will D is, what happened in the 40th century, like how is Luffy's father going to play into this? Like the next couple, if it's only like a couple of years, like from what I've gathered, actually, if we have the little guess about it, it may sound like I'm copying like King of Lions. I've already watched King of Lions video about it, but I'm going to give it to my version of it anyway. Let's say they lasted. It's on currently the One Piece manga is on volume 91 right now. If you're gonna finish volume 96 or no, 106, sorry, that's 150 chapters pretty much. As I've checked on Wikipedia and got the book manga right here. The manga Each manga volume roughly has about 10 volumes, 7 on 10, 9 or 8 maybe. It's basically 10 and 9 as also gathered, one of the latest ones anyway. Basically have 10 and 9 chapters in each volume, and as you see from Dressrosa Arc, it has 101 chapters, 70, 80, 80. You get the picture. So yeah, we'll have so about that's 15 more volumes, so 150 chapters, roughly about, and that basically equate, and it's 52 weeks in a year. That would be originally 3 years, but we ain't considering the fact that Ichiroda's got to take time off for breaks and stuff, or if he gets sick or ill, or anything like that. You got to take that into consideration as well. So I reckon, I don't know, if I had to guess, like 4 years maybe. That's how much roughly we've got left. So 2023 or something like that. But considering that everything we've got to learn, and here's another thing, Ichiroda, sorry I butchered his name by the way, he was in a interview with Hirogoshi. Oh god, this sounds so horrible. So sorry, but he said basically that he said himself like, oh, he originally like planned it to be like only 5 years long, but like as he said, like Luffy, like your characters like to go in their own directions as he writes in it, and it turns out to be longer. And like Kurisi Yusoka said, Hiroshi said about My Hero Academia, he said, oh, it was going to be originally quite shorter than he originally planned, but it's turned out to be quite a long process than originally planned, obviously. And like I said, as Yoda says, like all the characters like to go off and wonder about what, like their actual individuals, like Ichiroda's like being controlled, like oh, go write this and stuff, go draw this and stuff, like you'll draw me doing this and that sort of thing. Like they're real life in its real heads, which is quite cool. That's the kind of concept I get out of it. Anyway, so I don't know. If we had that together, and he might, and the fact that he had like has lots of ideas, and boy, does he like to drag stuff out. He like he does like to like expand on things as much as he possibly can, and he's the #1 mangaka in the world, so obviously he can. He has the ability to do so. So why not? And I don't think nobody really complains or anything, even though stuff can drag sometimes. At least it's like expanding the universe and that sort of thing. That's what I made a video about the bad things in One Piece, and that's one of them. But when I think about it now, at least we get to like experience the journey of One Piece a bit longer and just expand on the world building and that sort of thing. But yeah, so if we consider that, I reckon no matter what, Ichiroda, I was calling him Oda by the way. Oda will definitely want to reach 1,000 mark. I think that's pretty. Like if you've done manga for this long, like he's done it for most of my lifespan. Do you know what I mean? He'll pretty much want to like try and get that milestone in, just to say, it just makes it look more grander, like 1,000 chapters. Sorry, but like makes it look grandiose and amazing and that sort of thing. Like it makes it like expanded and there's like a amazing part of his work. I think it can be cool if he doubles like Dragon Ball's chapters, which is 521 I believe, for what I can remember. But I think 1,000 chapters and 1,100. Actually, that's a bit of a point. So 200. I would say there's about 200 more chapters, so 20 more volumes. So 111 it will roughly reach around 100 volume 111. But and also he want to reach the, obviously as he said, he's going to reach the 100 volume mark. But I don't know why, but 120 seems like a good number to finish on. But that's like another like God knows what. That'll be 300 chapters pretty much. Yeah, 300 chapters. I don't know. I think 200 chapters, maybe 250. That'll be a good mark to land on. But bare minimum, 150 chapters are still yet to be out in One Piece, so at least got another 4 years, a bare minimum, I believe. Um, when he says near, if you consider the whole lifespan of One Piece itself, like 20 years, or 21 years, sorry, or 22 actually this year, but 22 years, like near an end is still quite a bit far away. It's like us as human civilization. It's only recent that only like humans have grown onto this. I'm sorry to go off topic, it's only making an example. Like it's only quite, it's like a flick of a finger compared to the age of the universe, like compared to the age of the planet that we've actually had a like civilization, we've had buildings and like, you know, your houses and that sort of thing. Like it's only a flick of a finger compared to the rest of the universe. But anyway, guys, yeah, I've gone rammed on in this video today. But thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far to this video, a subscription would be amazing. Recently hit 1,000 views on one of my videos, which was amazing as well. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's been Luffy Murdoch. See you soon.